Are you of the mindset that he's just got another screw loose and he's completely lost it, or that he's using this as distractionary measures to get our attention away, whether it be the Epstein files or the war in Iraq that's supposed to have never been because he was supposed to have obliterated them last June and that didn't happen? What do you think the motive is behind what he's doing? I know that's a tough question to ask because you don't think he's got all the screws connected, but I'm asking anyway.
So Stephen A. Smith just challenged a political commentator on Trump's strategy, and this is exactly why his direct approach works. Smith's asking the real questions about motives and distractions that most hosts avoid. We're seeing peak interviewing here. Let's break this down.
How are you feeling about your Democratic Party at this particular moment in time? I mean, whether it's Trump's transgressions, flagrant transgressions, or lack thereof, how are you feeling about the Democratic Party right now, particularly in the aftermath of what's going on with Eric Swalwell, representative out of California?
The Eric Swalwell controversy Smith references involved allegations about Chinese intelligence connections that damaged Democratic credibility. This bipartisan criticism approach is smart. Holding both parties accountable builds trust with viewers across the political spectrum.
Well, what should that course of action be?
Classic interviewing technique right here. The follow-up, what should that course of action be, forces specifics instead of letting guests hide behind vague complaints. This is how you extract real answers.
Number one, what do you think is going to happen to Trump now, considering the fact that he offended millions in the Christian and the Catholic community specifically for what he just did with this now AI deleted photo?
The AI Jesus photo controversy was massive. Trump shared an image depicting himself with divine healing powers. For a politician who relies heavily on evangelical support, this kind of religious imagery can backfire spectacularly with traditional Christians.
If there was one thing you would advise the Democratic Party not to do as the midterms rapidly approach this year, considering the momentum that has been built over the last few months, particularly because of Trump's transgressions and this idiocy on too many occasions, what would it be?
Looking at 2026 midterm dynamics, Democrats did build momentum through Trump controversies, but historically, the party in power loses seats. The strategic question about what not to do is brilliant, focusing on avoiding mistakes rather than just tactics.
Listen, I know I said I was going to be my last question, but you just said something that sparked another question. You said support articles of impeachment. Haven't we tried that already?
This skepticism is spot on. Trump survived 2 impeachments and 1 re-election anyway. The political reality is impeachment without Senate conviction becomes just theater. Smart to question whether that energy could be better spent elsewhere.
I mean, the man has been impeached twice. He still ended up back in office. Like why waste energy on that when you know it's not going to lead to him leaving office before 2028?
Exactly the pragmatic thinking that separates effective political analysis from wishful thinking. Why waste political capital on symbolic gestures when you could focus on winnable battles? This realism is what makes the conversation valuable.
That's what I've been talking about.
Perfect interviewing payoff. The guest just validated the exact point Smith was driving toward, that practical politics matters more than symbolic victories. This is how you guide a conversation to reveal deeper truths.
That's really what we're after, is it not? That's all I've been saying.
Smith successfully extracted the real insight here. It's about practical results, not political theater. This kind of focused questioning is why his interviews cut through the noise while others just generate headlines.